Oh yeah, and by the way, that music that started being activated after stepping on that railroad crossing sign. That music, even if you come here all the way back here, it'll still be playing if you activated it. Which, like I said, it can get a little annoying after a little while. Like not too long after listening to it, it can start to get on your nerves. Because it's kind of loud. Like none of the music loops on here are really all that long. It's just like maybe it can go like up to a minute or so. If anything. By the way, this used to be really complicated to do for me as a kid, but once you learn this, you can get pretty satisfying to do. Which is where you hold either R2 or L2, or RL if you're playing on the N64, or no, maybe it's the Z button in the N64 version. Well, whatever it is, you hold it and then press jump, and you do that which can attack enemies. Of course, it only works if you're moving. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there is a purple one up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's ice physics in this game, but literally just in places like this. Like I don't know if there's any other places with ice physics. Okay. Let me see. Did I miss any mushrooms? Oh yeah, I missed this one. And there's another one over there. Look how wacky and weird this game is. I love whenever you kill the enemies in this game. It's kind of got that weird sound effect of like TV, you know, TV stuff. Which was on Flintstones, at least from what I remember. Yeah, see, it's normally just supposed to show you that, but then earlier I just, you know, placed it just right, and, you know. Well, of course it is. I tell you what. I really wish they would have made a King of the Hill joke, like at least in the third one. But maybe it wasn't popular enough to do that. If they didn't make a joke. Anyway. They mostly only make references, though, to like, I don't know if there's any actual kind of references to 90s stuff in this. Well, in the third, either in this game or the third game, they do. I think they do make a reference to Rugrats, where he says, "But what if I have to go potty?" Which is, you know, well, if it's Rugrats. Survive the haunted mansion. Let's smash the blood coolers first. So I used to think he just like became different colors, which he sort of does, but it's supposed to represent like being in a dark place. Which, by the way, this place, like, when you're a small child, this place can actually be a little bit terrifying, a little bit scary. I think they took too much of the horror stuff and, you know. Oh yeah, you can jump up that way. If you can land right.
Sorry, Mr. Presley.
I've used this music before in some of my old I've used it in my remake of what's it called, Ghost of Jason. Came out like 2 or like 3 years ago, I think.
Licking my way to the top.
Licking my way to the top. Quoting things that he's already saying, that you already hear him saying. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, and then this level introduces you to different different elemental power-ups, which I'll show you here in a minute. Hold on. And you can keep the flies around you. They can actually serve as an extra hit point.
You are my secret friend. It's tail time.
Boy, it wasn't that good looking. I'm trying to save it for when there's enemies around so that I can, you know. I didn't have to ride that. I don't know why I rode it. I could just do this. I mean, that's how I had to get over here anyway. Yeah, the wall's coming out of there. But if you take the outside the wall... Wait, here we go. There we go. So normally with that Frankenstein, I'll probably show you again. I mean, this isn't the only type of level like this. There are actually multiple... There's like three different haunted levels. And not all of them only have 3. Like some of them, there's like a couple that have 1, 2 or 3 that have 1 remote. A few of them have 2. Most of them have 3. Most of them have 2 or 3. But let's see. Crap. Most of them have 2 or 3. Do I need this? Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can change the camera angle. Although I like to keep it far away so I can see better. Okay, I don't need it. So I can have it serve as an extra hit point. By the way, there is a thing here, but we will be doing that later on. I'm just going to collect these. We'll be hitting that switch at some point, but not right now. Anyway, step into the light. This light? Okay, so though he sometimes eats the flies after no matter what you hit. And if you have one around, yeah, if you have one around you and then you hit a TV thing, you know, it'll do that. But yeah, this place can be genuinely terrifying. Now I'm gonna eat this one because it's alive. So. Now we got Jason masks. Let's see. Hold on, there's more over here. Try to get as many as I can. Let's see, and ladies and gentlemen, I shall return. My phone is giving me notifications, so I'm just, you know. Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Let's go this way. Like, this place can be kind of terrifying. Well, especially in the music. But like right here, well, you know, obviously the comedy is in the fact that it's like a flooded toilet room, because there's broken toilets, so it's messy. Let's see. Once you know the levels pretty well, it's actually not that hard to get a hold of these collectibles. But yeah, normally Gex has... Normally Gex has like, you can twist his head there. Normally Gex has a yellow tint to it, like in his, some parts of his body, but since it's supposed to be like it's dark, I guess they changed it to green right there. Yay! Okay, see, we're already almost done with that.
It's tail time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can use that as an extra hit point. Now, you can technically still do the same thing in Gex 3, but the problem is they gave the flies sounds. And by the way, to kill this thing, you gotta kill its head. Which I'm sure is a reference to some kind of movie. Where is its head? Shoot, where is the head? Did it like fall back behind here or something? Ah, whatever. Well, here it is.
File this under ouch.
Let's see what we got here. I believe that's the elevator, and I believe this is... Yeah, this is the room we need to go to, but we're not going to get that one just yet. We are going to get... that first. But also this. The last blood cooler. And that's also pretty funny. They're blood coolers. And it's a haunted place. Vampires. Let's see.
Man, heavens, let this place go.
Now, I know there's been people that have been kind of asking maybe for a Gex remake, or, you know, fans of Gex have been asking for it. The problem with that is, they would... Oh, and he swears. Which just kind of makes me wonder how this game was still rated E, but it's not like he excessively swears, so... But then again, we also have blood coolers and all that stuff, so... Gosh, times were different back then. And I do know where that other white remote is. Yeah, so like you've got what am I trying to think of? Oh yeah, and that's what happens when you get enough white remotes. First we're gonna be doing all these.
It's tail time.
I'm not tired. I woke up kind of early this morning. It's actually still in the morning. It's like 9 something in the morning as I'm recording this. Anyway, let's ride the haunted elevator. Yeah, it shows it right there. What am I trying to think of? Oh yeah, I don't need to collect all those. They're always so tempting to get. I mean, I guess I could to get more lives, but it's not like I need that many. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on up here. It's like usually these can take a while if you're trying to collect everything. Alright, so here's what happens whenever you attack Frankenstein. Usually it's supposed to be like his...
That for 12 years a full house. Hey, forget about it. Taste my tail. It's tail time.
So yeah, sometimes he'll do that. Wait. I can't remember what it is he can do when he ducks like that. Unless it's just, you know, whenever you need the duck in levels. Sometimes he does that. Sometimes he just falls back if you keep hitting him. And sometimes, like, there's just different animations of what he does whenever you attack him. Or after you've killed him, and you can still hit him. Most enemies disappear, but there are some enemies that have their own unique ways of, like, either staying around dead or, you know. Alright. Anyway, let's go through here. Yeah. Step into the light. Step in the light. By the way, it's stupid, but you can't skip that.
Like a butterfly, sting like a gecko.
See, I used to think that Gex had 3 different voice actors. I was like, wait, they all sound the same.
Now that's what I call getting some tail.
I was like, what's the deal here? How is there 3 different voice actors? And then I realized it was because Gex had 3 different voice actors in the European releases. At least I think it was 3. It was either 2 or 3. Because he had a different one from the second and third game at least. It was the British voice actors, but for the American release, it was all, you know.
That's not in the script.
And by the way, Cat Icarus, I've mentioned before, he constantly talks about how, in his opinion, the which it could actually just be his opinion, he keeps saying in his opinion the British voice actors are better than the American voice actors for the games that have different voice actors even for the British releases, or you know, the European releases.
Into a floating furniture field.
And here's what happens. The Mona Lisa. And she's actually a snake. And that's a skeleton. And that's an armor person, I think. Anyway. So we just gotta jump down here. And here we go.
Forget about it.
Anyway, so he keeps saying like, oh, in his opinion, the European, which, I mean, I'll admit about Ape Escape, I do kind of like the British voice actors a little better. Well, when it comes to the second Ape Escape, at least. I realized that after I downloaded
It's tail time.
Ape Escape 2 from the PS4, or on the PS4. They gave you the European version. And I realized that the voice acting, it's just like some of the voice acting in the American version was kind of annoying. So that's why I think that I would prefer at least in the second game, I would prefer the British voice actors. Although not really, I don't really agree with that on the first Ape Escape. I mean, that one wasn't as good, but with the British voice acting. But I like the first one, like the PS1 version's first one voice acting. The re-release was it was alright. The re-release on PSP, which was Ape Escape on the Loose. Anyway, where I was going was he talks about how he prefers the British voice actors of Gex rather than the American one, talking about how the American version is annoying, or at least he's heard that, so I guess he assumes that they're annoying. But anyway, or Gex's voice acting. Well, I've two things. Could be a cultural thing, but I don't think so. Two things. One, he's not that annoying. Like, Gex isn't that annoying. In the third game, he does talk a bit much, but it's not like he's got an annoying voice. I mean, I guess it's up for debate, but if you have a different opinion, but I don't think he has a annoying voice in this game or in the third game. It's just in the third game he talks a bit too much. But second of all, I think I have mentioned this in one of my playthroughs, either the trial run for Gex or whatever it was. Anyway, the first one, I mean. The British voice acting is kind of it kind of creeps me out, if I'm being honest. Because the way he talks, I've heard his voice acting, and I'm just like, that's a bit unsettling. No offense to whoever talked for Gex, whatever British people talk for Gex.
Forget about it.
It was kind of creepy, if I'm honest. That's just, so that's, I'm like, yeah, I would take this voice acting over the British one any day. So, yeah. He's like got this deep gravel, or like kind of gravelly voice sometimes, or, well, maybe not gravelly, but like, he's got this kind of deep voice. It's just like, murderer, probably rapist, or, you know what I mean. I hope you have an extra kidney. Anyway, Tiki Boys or Tiki Bros or whatever. Uh-oh, it's racist. Uh-oh. I like to kill these guys first so I can make it feel more like, by the way, what you have to do is you have to hit all of them you know. Oh boy. Yeah, so now the last one usually moves around, but like he's usually the easiest to hit. I just like to save him for last because he's like the big guy.
No, I said luau, not luau, baby.
Anyway, yeah, this is a pretty fast fight. So yeah, and after you beat a boss stage, the gate opens that is there. Wait for it. There we go. And then you have access to more levels and to the other gates, which basically serves as the main hub world. But first we're going to do this before we move on.
It's tail time.
I probably won't do all these bonus stages. I just want to show you what they're like.
I've got 10 seconds to save the world.
So these are, you have to collect all these, the amount down below within a certain time limit.
Slip of the tongue.
And obviously this is a blatant reference to Indiana Jones. And sometimes
People, show's over.
let's see here. Like, obviously there at the bottom you got a time limit. I've actually got my mic in like it right in front of me. Not like that I can't see everything, but like, or not that I can't see at all, but it is kind of in the way now that I realize it.